We are ending 2025 on a razor's edge. President Trump has just issued his most direct military ultimatum yet, telling the world he is ready to, quote, knock the hell out of Iran. And this isn't just tough talk anymore. Intelligence reports are confirming that Tehran has crossed a red line into biological warfare while their own streets are burning. But apparently, facing a potential war in the Middle East wasn't enough for one Monday morning. The president is also threatening to sue his own Federal Reserve chairman. I'm Julian Reed. Welcome to Statecraft Digital. We need to talk about whether this is just negotiation tactics or if we are sleepwalking into a major conflict. Let's start with the story that actually matters for global security. For months, we've tracked Iran's nuclear ambitions, but a new report dropping today indicates a terrifying shift. They aren't just building deterrence, they are reportedly developing chemical and biological missile warheads. Here is the context the headlines are missing. Why now? Why would Iran risk total annihilation by escalating this fast? Because the regime is cornered. The Iranian economy is in freefall. We are seeing protests spreading across their major cities. History teaches us one thing. When a dictatorship is collapsing from the inside, they often start a fight on the outside to rally the flag. Trump's response was immediate. We will knock the hell out of them. Now, critics usually dismiss this as Trump being loud, but we have to remember the Soleimani strike. When this president threatens kinetic action against Iran, he historically means it. The question is, are we looking at a targeted strike on these biofacilities, or are we looking at a full-blown regional war? Because once chemical weapons are on the table, all the old rules are gone. And this creates a massive headache with the other superpower in the room, Russia. Trump just got off the phone with Vladimir Putin, and the official readout used a very specific phrase. Trump admitted they have a, quote, few very thorny issues. In diplomatic speak, thorny is code for we are completely disagreeing. Here's the geopolitical trap. Iran is Russia's partner. If the U.S. attacks Iran, Putin is backed into a corner. Trump is trying to walk a tightrope here. He wants to end the war in Ukraine, but he might be forced to start a new front in the Middle East. It's a high-wire act, and honestly, it looks like the safety net just snapped. But never one to focus on just one crisis at a time. The president is also opening a new front right here at home. He is threatening to sue the Federal Reserve. Yes, you heard that right. In a new interview, Trump suggested he might file a lawsuit against Fed Chair Jerome Powell. The goal? To force the Fed to lower interest rates. Let me explain why this is institutional warfare. The Federal Reserve is designed to be independent for a reason. Politicians always want cheap money to win elections. The Fed's job is to be the adult in the room and say no to prevent inflation. If a president can successfully sue the Fed chair to force policy changes, the independence of the U.S. dollar is effectively dead. Powell is saying, I look at the data, not the pose. Trump is saying, I'll see you in court. If this lawsuit actually gets filed, it goes straight to the Supreme Court. It's economics versus politics, and it's dangerous. So to recap the state of play, we have potential biological weapons in Iran, a collapsing regime in Tehran, deep tension with Moscow, and a constitutional crisis brewing over the U.S. dollar. 2026 is shaping up to be a very long year. We'll be tracking the legal filings and the truth movement so you don't have to. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you hit subscribe on Statecraft Digital. I'm Julian Reed. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next briefing.